Welcome to ATB TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti on this fine Friday, Peter. And what did we have last week? Just the four runners?
Just the four runners, Darren, yeah, as we hear at windy Ballarat, near the hill track.
Just outside the hill track today in the glorious sunshine, Pete.
Just about to go for a bowl up the hill track, see if I can get my sectionals right.
That might take a while.
Yeah, four runners, Darren.
All right.
Go back to Donald Passaggio, ranked fourth. Well, he handled the 2,000, but we probably needed 2,000 more.
Yeah, I thought his run was okay. I thought he was going to win on the corner.
He looked the winner.
But maybe his condition just gave out a little bit late. And I've got a theory that horses rarely win at their first go at 2,000. I think the next start will tell us.
Yeah.
But, you know, as I've said, he's a horse that we'd like to win a maiden and move him on.
Yep. Saturday, 1,400, Serious Suspect. Oh, he just come to the end of his prep. He was well over the top by the time that race. We had a change of ride, Rewilla to Dunn, and look, he jumped as normal and just over raced, and he's out in the paddock now. Yeah,
he's home in the paddock, so he'll have a good break, probably a 6 or 8 week break, maybe 8. But yeah, you're right. He was he'd had enough. Look, he's not the easiest horse. We know that he's a little bit headstrong, and you know he wants to get on with it, and that's why he's probably not suited to 1,400. Look, he can probably run 1,400. He can probably run further, but mentally, his temperament's not going to allow that to happen. So he's going to have to be kept to 1,200. Saab realises that now, and we're just going to have to get the work into him and keep him at 1,200 and let him have that faster tempo. So rather than pulling, he's actually cruising, and then he looks a much better horse, doesn't he?
Yep.
And that's why his record's 6 from 12.
From over 1,200, and 2 or 3 placings. Amazing for a horse that's got that will to just want to run. I was out in the paddock with him the other day. He's just such a placid animal.
Yeah, he's happy around. He's happy at home. Look, he came home in good order. I can't fault his condition, but look, the prep's been interrupted. You know, it just hasn't gone to plan. So you've got to just stop, reload, and start again. Look, he's a horse in his 90s. He's obviously got ability, but we just got to focus on those right races, and he needs tempo on, and he needs to be able to travel and then kick. And you know, and the other thing is, when you do change jockeys on some of these horses, you can almost rule a line through him straight away, because he's not the easiest horse to ride.
No.
And you know, it's happened to that horse a couple of times where different riders have got on and they've just touched his rein, the head goes straight up, and then they go wow, and before you know it, you're out of business.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was unfortunate that Brad couldn't ride. He wasn't well, and he was struggling to make the weight, so he done the right thing and stood down. But as soon as that happened, Pete, I thought, shut the gate.
I tell you what, there were some punters out there that didn't think it was not a good thing. I think he started favourite.
Well, because of the way he trialled, and look, people fall into it all the time, these Flemington trials. They seem to smash them, but they don't seem to run like they trial. Now, I'll be interested, because there's some horses running this weekend that trial behind him at Flemington.
Yeah.
And they're wrapping them up.
Yeah.
They're wrapping them up, and let's see how they go.
Anyway, he'll trial good every day of the week, so it can be a little bit foolproof. But anyway, he's earned a 2-month break. He's still picked up only 90,000, so you're not putting your hand in your pocket much with him.
No.
Whitemore ran at Pakenham on, I've got to get my days right here now, we had a public holiday on the Monday. It must have been Tuesday he ran.
He did, and he ran poorly. Now, this horse definitely is at the crossroads.
Yep.
Now, the family is supposed to be good on the synthetic. To me, he didn't look that good on the synthetic.
No.
And there's been a lot said about the ride. The track was a bit funny that day. They seemed to want to be coming down the centre of the outside. Sure. He was back on the rail. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this horse. I think, you know, if he doesn't fire next start, you know, he's got a few excuses after the last run. But I think if he doesn't fire next run, Pete, he might be better off racing in someone else's colours.
He was just beaten too far to be putting all the blame sort of in one area, but it certainly was off the fence. But anyway,
I think one more go, and then if he's not winning, change the colours. Put him in your colours.
One horse that didn't see the fence, Darren, was a little filly Sunburn at Sale at the Metro meeting on Wednesday. 3 wide the trip. Finished 4th or 5th? Fifth. looked like running third, got intimidated, the words that Craig Williams has used in the past, but she just felt a few horses on her outside and she laid in badly and just cost her run the place.
I thought the run was terrific. Look, she does a bit wrong. If you haven't seen the replay of that race Wednesday, I suggest you go back and have a look. I'd also suggest you write down the name of the first 5 horses that went over the line in that race, because that was a metro meeting at Sale, and I think the first 5 horses are going to win a hell of a lot of races. The winner was very good on debut. Sunburnt went enormous. Look, she raced a little bit keen, and she was 3 wide on the bend, and he went for her.
Yeah.
And she was entitled to stop, but no, she actually kicked, and I thought she was going to kick and win.
Yeah.
And then probably a condition just gave out late, and then she heard those horses coming down outside, and she ducked in sharply, and Walker had to pull her off him, which pretty much cost her any hope of running third. And then just that last bounce, she went straight, and she found again.
You could see Michael thinking, oh geez, I might be able to push her across the line for third.
But look, it was a tremendous run, very encouraging, and gee, I tell you, if she can ever put it all together, she will win a city race. But look, maybe second up she'll go a bit better mentally. But she's a talented filly, and I think she's going to more than pay away.
If you could just draw forward, she could just lob somewhere there, because she had a good little sprint off her hard run, and those 2 inside her, she had them covered all the way down the straight. And,
I think that's a very good form race. So
one of those might have been a Zoo Star that you might know something about.
Yeah, there was one that was bred on the farm there that I think it pretty much started favourite, but she had it covered.
Yep. So anyway, we look forward to her probably in about a fortnight.
Yep.
So that was it. So
around the money.
Passaggio was okay and she was good. And
so today, Pete?
Yeah, we've got Lord Lennox. Dramatic drop back in trip, 22 to 1500.
Well, what's that tell you?
Well, Robbie said can't win. Last time we said it can't win, it got beaten an inch.
So why is he doing it?
I think it's a bit about trying to get the horse to settle more, and a gradual increase probably to 1800 this prep, and trying to teach the horse, and then, well, you're probably talking next prep.
So Lord Lennox dropping from 2200 to 1500. It's going to be like watching the footy and the quarter goes for 16 minutes. He's going to get to the 200 and think he's got another lap.
And he likes a little bit of give in the track, and I'd say Geelong today might be about a 4.
Would it?
Most of the tracks this week have been...
Yeah, well, it's dried out. We've had a lot of frost, so... Oh, well, he's going around, is he?
Yeah.
And like you said, last time he said that, he nearly won.
Yeah.
Who's on?
Maxie Allen. Maxie Allen.
Well, he knows what he's doing.
He knows the horse. He's drawn 5.
He's hungry.
I might go and have $5 each way. I said, Pete Gallivan, I texted him. I said, don't forget to back your horse because Griffo said it can't win. So, see what happens. Tomorrow, and I just read a report from Shay Eden about Rotorua, drawn
18?
Yeah, in the Murray River at Echuca.
Not going, sure.
Not going. No, he's looking elsewhere.
Good.
There's a race at Donald. That must be Saturday week.
Righto.
There's a few 64s in between, but it's hard for a 57 rider to get a run in a 64. Sunday, here at Ballarat, we've got a first starter, Darren, a well-bred I Am Invincible filly out of the good race mare L'Espresso.
Yep.
Capriccio,
yeah, kicking off for Daniel Bowman.
Yep. Dan's had good raps on her right through.
What was she, a $300,000 yearling or something, wasn't she?
4, was she? 3 or 4, yeah.
Very expensive filly that we bred.
Yep.
Daniel Bowman bought her. We stayed in her with a few of the breeders, and she kicks off tomorrow, Sunday.
Sunday,
so, look, what's in the race, Pete? I haven't done the form, but look, he likes her. His pre-race was positive enough without declaring her. I'm sure she'll come here and, she'll acquit herself pretty well.
I remember this time last year, a horse called Russian Camelot kicked off.
Now you're putting a big rap on it.
No, my point.
What about the other 20 that kicked off that didn't win?
My point is that a lot of the horses that probably are prospective 3-year-olds have got to kick off now, the end of the 2-year-old season. They have them ready for the likes of, whether it's the Guineas or the Oaks. They need to start now.
We're all trying to win 2-year-old races late in the season for their CV because it makes them into valuable commodities. So I'm sure he's got her wound up. I haven't spoke to him personally about her this week, but I just let him do the form, and I'm sure he'll give the owners some sort of report tomorrow. Yep.
Speaking of 2-year-olds, and there's been a few trainers racing their 2-year-olds against older horses.
They do that this time of year?
Yeah, well, we got one happening on same day at Maui. Unassailable was against the older horses with Mick Price. First up, had one run, I think it was down the straight, first prep.
Oh, that was on that...
That was that Super Sunday.
That funny day where they all went down the straight. And I'm pretty sure that was a leader's track bias that day, and we missed the start, ran sideways, got scared of the grandstand.
Drunken sailor.
Pretty much like you on a Friday night.
And Saturday.
It was just, she was out of her depth.
Yeah.
It'll put a line through it. So where
She's
we
drawn inside at Maui. Mix
she
sort of said she can be up on the pace. And
she's trialled well at Caulfield on that tight A track, so Maui, I think it's a good call going to Maui, and if she's drawn well and she jumps and goes, she might take a bit of running down.
Especially at Maui, and young Liam Reardon's just back after time out of the saddle, and he's been on it, and
now he's got another one in there he thinks it might just blouse her.
If you were at home, you know what we're talking about here, but he did wrap up. He's got 3 in the race. He did wrap up something Hawk, I think it's called.
I'd rather trainers, if they got multiple runners, rather than ignore the others and not even mention they're in the race, I'd rather them say, look, I've got 3 in there. As of today, I think this one might have that one covered.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, later on, ours might have it covered, but right today, the other one might have us covered. Now, having said that, we did get that mail on Sunburn's race that their other one would have ours covered, and Sunburn flogged it. So, they're not right all the time either. So, look, at the end of the day, whatever she does, it'll be good to see her back, and let's hope she runs a nice race.
We've drawn 4, we'll be up on the speed. It's drawn 18.
Well, she's a very, very well-bred filly.
Yeah.
She's a half to Stratum.
There might be Mick ringing now.
And, look, she could absolutely win a 2-year-old. She's worth gold. So, anyway, we're going around, and good on her. Yep,
for sure. Monday, back to the synthetic at Pakenham. Hopefully an upcoming winner. We've got Miss 10,000 over a mile.
Oh, we've been waiting for her, Pete.
We have.
They've been patient, haven't they?
I think they've let her... I think it was, if she'd won the last time, she might have went in the paddock.
I hope it's not one of these where we're chasing her.
I know. Anyway, they've balanced her up. Apparently her work was really, really good.
So she's out to a mile?
Out to a mile. Jamie Carr on, drawn gate 1, which is a little bit of a concern because we're back at Pakenham.
Oh, yeah. Jamie Carr's no fool.
You just hope a mile.
It's not race 1. It wouldn't be race 1.
No, it's 3 or 4, I think.
They'll get the idea by then. Look, her run was terrific. She's out of Group 1 winning Oaks winner. She's a half to Boban. She's very well bred. She's got mile written all over, and she's got 2021 written all over her.
Absolutely, more the point. Yeah.
So whatever she's doing this prep, she's doing on raw ability, and if we can just get a win out of the way and give her a nice spell and get her to thicken up and grow into a nice horse, that family seems to come good later. She's a horse that's got talent.
I think you see this often where they just show the raw ability, and you go back 2 years after you've seen them and think, gee, she always showed a bit.
Yeah. She's a nice stayer in the making. We've
got also, this poor bugger, been trying to find a race for him for about 3 weeks, Serious Deals in a mile race.
Matt Kamani.
Yeah,
how hot's Matt Kamani?
He's probably going...
I'm not talking physically, I'm talking race performance.
All the girls would probably agree there.
What's his strike rate, 40-something%?
I'll have a look and I'll flash it up.
I reckon it's in the 40s for the month of the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, so
it's ridiculous.
From May forward, and not just here, city, everywhere.
His horses are flying.
He's placing his horses very well to their ability.
Obviously, he stopped placing them and he's got someone doing it for him. That's what they're doing.
Well, I don't think the last time they had the hot run, I think it was around Christmas time, he was overseas.
That's right.
Andrew was taking it all, but he's home now, so...
good on him. He's a nice fella and he's doing a terrific job with his horses.
I think he's mastered the art.
He's pretty honest.
Mastered the art of this thing, the hill track, and the combination of his techniques mixed in with the European style seems to have a nice balance.
I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing it pretty well.
Yeah, so
Serious Deal, where is it?
Pakenham. Mile. Yeah, he would have preferred 1800. The only 1800 was a benchmark 70 at Sandown, and he said that's probably a bridge too far at the moment.
Yep. See, an honest assessment. Yep. Whether you like it or not,
well, you'll know
an honest assessment.
They'll get along okay over the mile. He's drawn well, young Lloyd on. He can't help but run well. He's in his right grade. Whether it would have been preferable to be that Warrnambool 1800 metre trip. We'll find out. But he's going to be a bit fresher.
He's paying his way, this horse.
Yeah, no, he's
Without
good.
a
He's
start.
done a good job.
And he could get better with time.
Yep.
All right.
So that's that. Now, Tuesday is... We've got no runners. I think it's back here. Yes, it is back here. We've got no runners. But Wednesday we've got Sea Princess.
Is that Sandown?
That's Sandown, a 1300 metre fillies and mares race.
Now, she'd really want to improve off her first up run.
Not much. Sea Princess.
Oh, want to improve. Don't fall into it.
That was Jai McNeil again, wasn't it?
Oh.
Got off the fence late and ran into it. And
We've got a barrier yet? Oh, no, Monday.
Field's out Monday.
There's no wrap on this filly.
He picked that race out 24 hours after her first race. So
I've
I
got
reckon
no wrap.
No, all right. No wrap. Forget it.
We're going to keep it for ourselves and the owners.
We potentially...
Peter, if she gets beat Wednesday, I think we're going to be disappointed.
Oh, I thought you were going to come up with the big statement.
We'll be disappointed.
Too cold to streak.
She'd want to, if she runs as good as she did first up and just takes natural improvement. But, like you keep saying, this time of the year, there's plenty of good horses debuting.
That's Sandown straight.
And you like the look of it, don't you?
Like the look of her. I love the way she hit the line. Because they don't generally get off the fence and pick up as quick as she did.
Not first starters.
No.
So navigate through traffic.
I already had that race picked out before he went to Pakenham, actually, because he was quick to say that's where we're going. So, yeah, look forward to her. We weren't meant to have potentially a couple other runners there, but they're both going to Bendigo now.
Where's Bendigo? I know where it
Saturday,
is, but when? Yeah.
Saturday after,
All
which
right.
is Connery and Captain Harry. They're following each other again.
What, the same race?
Yeah, mile race up there.
What are they having a competition, those two trainers?
Mitch and Archie, they're having a
Head to
stoush. Both horses flying.
Now, question without notice. Where's Penthouse Playboy?
He's going there too.
Bendigo.
2400. He's won there over that trip with, I think it was D Lane, Damien Lane. Des Pinfolded. No, that's correct, because unabashed D Lane fan.
Yeah, at least it bets on Japan now.
Yeah, so that's same day, which is the 20th. Now, is that a Saturday? It's tomorrow the 13th?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, so we'll have 3 up there.
All right.
Maybe...
Who's the best of the week? Come on.
Field's not...
Label one.
Field's not even out for the best, is it? You said it comes out Monday.
Okay, so you're waiting for Sea Princess?
Yeah. As I slip into... Well,
what about the first start of your Sunday?
Yeah, I'd missed 10,000. We have
Oh, here we go. We haven't had a winner for 4 weeks and Pete's putting 3 on the table.
Hey? Isn't it good they're all young horses too, Darren?
We need some young fresh stock coming through.
Capriccio missed 10,000 into Sea Princess.
And you're leaving Unassailable out.
Yeah, where's Guy Hexter? At least 50s, the multi.
Take a 4-horse multi, 1,000 to 1 ATB, I reckon.
It'd be interesting Sunday with Capriccio, because I reckon 8 of the top 10 trainers are here with their horses.
Pete, if I'm standing here with you next week
yeah.
and not one of them have won,
no, I won't be here.
I won't be happy.
I won't be here. Well, not here anyway.
We'll be shattered. We will be shattered. There's got to be a winner or two amongst them, because there's some really well-bred, nice young fillies coming through.
Our seconds and thirds have built up to 50, Darren.
Good.
No, not good. It means they're running all right.
Well, I'd rather have 50 seconds than 50 ninths.
Yeah, that's the point.
All right, now, the tipping comp.
Yeah, I've been thinking of this. Someone went berserk last week and flew to the lead. And
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot your list.
And I haven't got my list.
So we've got a new leader.
Yeah, well, like the leaders have got bogged the last 2 weeks.
Oh, they've got ahead of themselves.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway,
I'll flash it up.
You can put the leaderboard up.
But they got the highest score for the week and went about 6 points clear.
Wow.
And there's a big group nesting.
Well, I don't think there's many weeks to go, Pete.
No, I
I see Queensland have opened the borders on the 10th of July.
I reckon...
Andrews is going to make some announcement...
22nd?
Yeah, on the 22nd of June.
Monday week.
I'm tipping they'll open everything up after the school holidays.
I reckon financial year kick-off won't be far away.
I reckon what they'll do is they'll wait till after school holidays so we don't have a million people travelling everywhere.
Yeah.
And they'll open it up. So I reckon you've only got 3 weeks to go.
Be some form of owners allowed back on.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I've heard that owners will be the first priority.
Yeah.
And
then...
I think they've got to be 5'2" or taller. And
so no jockeys.
they've got to have...
no ex-jockeys.
I think they've got to have the ability to have quite a few drinks at the bar and eat a lot of food. So you'll be thirsty.
Well, you can't go...
You'll be thirsty.
Well, you can't go to the pub without having a meal.
No, I went to the pub last night. In fact, We've been invited to do ATB TV next week at the
Oh,
Royal Meredith.
Watch out.
Got a written invitation we did, Pete.
A written one.
Please come and do ATB TV in my front bar because no one's using it.
Well, I want a big hamburger, a heap of fries, and just keep loading the pots up.
I'll have a salad and a lemon water, please.
Just salad. Right.
No, Damien, we did go over
That
last
stuff
night for dinner.
that kills you, that stuff. Salads.
Yeah, I know. Did go for dinner last night at the pub and it was a full house, Pete.
Righto.
Wanted to support him because he's got a lot of horses
Yep.
with us. And next week we're going to do ATB from his empty bar.
I was talking. I don't even know his name, but the publican down at the. Can't even think of my local pub now.
You spend a lot of time in pubs.
I don't go. No, it's only up the street.
How you going with McDonald's drive-through anyway?
No, I haven't been through. Oh, a couple of times I went through last week. It was
What
too
are all those
cold.
stickers on the windscreen?
No. Anyway, this publican, he said he's got 12 really good drinkers. I said, well, but they can't go in there without eating. He said, I'm moving from room to room to room, and the bowls of chips go with them. Keep them there for 8 hours.
What do you call that? Working the system. Well, there's a big truck coming, Pete, so we're going to wrap it up.
All right.
Just want to say quickly to one of our staff members, Dave.
Yep. Oh, yes.
Little boy yesterday.
Yep.
He's second. So now his missus has got 3 little boys to look after.
He'll watch this in 10 days' time when he's sober. Won't you, Dave?
So well done, Dave. All good. So until next week, I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morgan.